also OrelTech, who is now on stage, will have an appearance during the next break. This is, by the way, the CEO. Klaus, welcome on stage. Pleasure seeing you here. Say something so we can confirm that we can hear you.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Very good. Awesome.
Excellent. I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah, OrelTech, a Berlin-based company exhibiting, of course, also at the Berlin event, 17, 18 of October. If you want to meet them in person, then join us. And so, Klaus, the stage is yours.
Thanks very much. So, as Christoph said, I'm CEO of OrelTech, and the talk I'll be giving today is titled Printable Platinum, Really? I actually saw in the program, it still says Printable Platinum and Palladium. Now, the title here doesn't suggest that our palladium doesn't work. It's just that we omitted it from the presentation, but we can also talk about palladium later because we can also print palladium. This is highly simplified and many may disagree, but maybe summarizing some of the key breakthroughs in printed electronics. You know, it started with thermally cured silver nanoparticle inks. Then there was the same kind of thing in copper. There were then various technologies of ultra-fast curing of nanoparticle inks, laser, for example, we saw earlier today. Then actually came the inkjet printing of nanoparticle inks that, of course, also took a while. And by now, I think there's several players on the market who managed to cure below 150 degrees, which is great. We don't have 300 anymore, essentially baking everything away. And the question, you know, we can kind of ask what's next, right? Of course, we see a lot of innovations here today, and they're all part of what's next. I guess a question or a few candidates for what's next could be nanoparticle-free inks. There are a few around. Those who know us may guess, yes, OrelTech has a role in this. Curing below 70 degrees, not so easy. Platinum inks, maybe. Okay, I've given it away with the title. In fact, what's next is all of these together. And since I'm CEO of OrelTech, of course, I'm going to refer to a product of OrelTech that combines all of these features. So essentially, what I'll talk about a little bit for the rest of the talk, we have nanoparticle-free metal ion-based solutions. All of our inks work that way, so they're nanoparticle-free. They're optimized for high precision printing in that sense. They've been tested on a number of systems, many of which we already heard about today. AMT Neotech, for example, has just completed a project with our platinum ink. Zeus, we also work with, etc. The curing, and I think for those who don't know OrelTech yet, the curing, and that's really key to our technology, works in an argon plasma. And the below 70 degrees here is actually not to suggest that we need 70 degrees. The argon plasma itself is cold. The temperature is a side effect, and usually it stays in the range of 40, 45 degrees, and the 70 is just the rare kind of occasion due to a number of factors, but the heat is a side effect. And yes, we do have printable platinum, also palladium, a few others, TBD. And I think what's also interesting to note is the layers we produce are completely residual free. We essentially grow metal crystals on the substrate. So you have non-cytotoxic PT layers, Aurum layers, for example, which has been tested according to these to the relevant criteria. Just to give you an overview, this is the full product spectrum we have. So to this audience here, the upper line is probably most interesting, our printable inks range, silver, gold, and yes, the new kid on the block, platinum and also palladium. Actually, to the best of our knowledge, please let me know if I'm wrong here, platinum and palladium as printable inks I think ours is the only commercially available, but I'm open